Hey guys, Max here. The open beta patch notes dropped yesterday, and with it, some pretty drastic news dropped about the current future of the monetization for the Bazaar as it enters free to play. Let's watch the video, and I'll talk about why this video has 50% dislikes essentially. Beautiful art, like usual. Boom. In my previous video, I talked about changes I want to see before they go into open beta. And there's a bunch of things on that video, matchmaking, and but one of them was about normal runs feeling completely pointless. It is really hard to get 10 wins, like consistently. And if you get like 7, 8, 9 wins, which is really good, honestly, you get nothing. So I think this is great now that you earn XP at least, or like you get something from playing normals. And this will feel a lot better for the people that can't go infinite and ranked or don't have the shards. Maybe they want to save up for something else and they just want to play the free runs. This way, they actually feel like they can play normals and they're still earning something because gamer brain needs that dopamine. Eh, doesn't affect me. So I'll let him talk, but this is what has everyone super upset: is that this feature of adding cards to the game is initially, I think most people don't realize it's initially locked behind a paywall. Once the season rotates, you can buy of shards. But yeah, what this means is that if you're a free player that doesn't want to spend money on a battle pass, you might be fighting people with these items. And if these items are any strong, that's going to feel absolutely terrible. These all these cards look beautiful, by the way. This is an indie game studio. That's another thing I want to point out. This is their first game, and they put so much quality and effort into everything. And there's no gotcha mechanics. This is the first sign of some kind of monetization. Because the shard system previously, buying characters, you never had to pay money for the game outside of the Founders Pack. They needed some way. I talked in my previous video how the current monetization of the game is unsustainable with the shards. Most players, maybe most players is unfair. Me personally, and all the players I see, they just go infinite and ranked, and you get so many shards from that you never have to spend money on the game. It's nice to give ways for people to spend money on the game. The worst ways to do that is lock exclusive characters behind it because there's exclusive cards, or lock exclusive cards behind it unless as a new as a free player you can't fight these cards in ranked. In that case, I don't think it's that bad. And then a month later, you can when it's free to everyone, technically through shards. Pygmalion items, let's go. Let me just look at these a little bit. I haven't actually like a bunch of ice stuff. I love Freeze Pygmalion. This is looking pretty cool, man. The art looks super nice. It looks a little bit AI on that top right, the second one. Maybe I'm tripping out, but my AI like sensor is like going off for that. I don't know why. Um, hmm. There's like a heater. There's like soup. Oh, he has food. He has hot potatoes. He has like a new credit card almost. I don't know. New property. It's looking like five medium items, four small items, and one large item is the default for these expansions at least. When you haste or when you freeze, charge this. And it's 7 gains 10 damage for the fight. Huh. That doesn't seem that good. It's okay. Freeze charge. Oh, haste also. I never think of haste on Pygmalion because it's very hard to get haste on him, it feels like. Any item gains freeze, your shield items can. Ooh, that's a really cool one. And it's a property. 999 gems to get the expansion. That's an important thing I didn't previously hear. The actual price. Nine, is that too much? I don't know. 1,000 gems. I actually don't think that's too much. That's pretty reasonable. You can earn that just from playing like your free daily ranked runs, get 7 wins, and you can earn that pretty easily over time. And just to buy cards for the character you want to play. And if you're above average and you can get a bunch of wins in ranked, then you can just earn that really quickly, just from playing a bunch of ranked in like a week. Okay. Big reminder, please, guys. This hasn't even happened yet, and everyone is hating so hard. How do you want them to monetize the game? I said purely through skins, but I would love to hear why they don't want to make like exclusive skins, or maybe it's not worth the money. I actually don't know from their side. Maybe the amount of time and effort it takes to make skins and the amount of profit they would make that they think they would make isn't worth it. Why do they want to do a prize pass instead? I do think a prize pass is a great idea because it gives. I just there's a reason why so many games do battle passes. They work well. Players enjoy them. It's just the expansion part. They talked about how they want to add cards to characters, and I thought that was another really good thing I wanted was to add more cards into the game. Um, Locking that behind an exclusive paywall for a month or two, I don't know. It depends how long it is, honestly. That's my current take. I hope we like it too. But another thing I want to point out is that people they give ways for players to spend money on the game. They get more money, they hire more people, they release more content. That is they're a game studio. They're an indie game studio. They don't run on dreams and memes. They need money to actually create stuff. I hate subscriptions in games. I hate digitally renting something. It just feels wrong. When I pay money for something, I want to own it. This is more like a Dota Plus or something. I'm mainly thinking of MMOs like World of Warcraft. I never liked getting in. Even as a kid, I was like, why am I renting something online? This is stupid. If I spend money on it, I want to own it and come back to it whenever I want. Okay. That's really, really strong. I mean, this is up for change. We'll see how this is. I mean, sure. I was more worried about this if the expansions are like a ridiculous cost and the only way to actually get them is by subscribing to get double chest and ranked, then that might feel bad. But 1,000 shards is actually not that bad. I can I could like the if the expansions are coming out every month or two. I could see myself buying them forever, basically, with how much I play currently. Okay. Oh, the see through. Okay. I love this. I love having a subscription and just monthly exclusive cosmetics. That's basically you spend money, you get skins. I think that's great. And I think maybe the value doesn't have to be super good for the average player, but people who really like the game and they want to give some money towards it, they don't have to donate. They have some kind of thing where they subscribe, they give money to the game and the developers to create more content, and they get something back. It's great. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know, Rayman. I don't know how you could say it's not pay to win though. Just it's not terribly pay to win. I think currently with like the stuff I see in other games, I'm coming from like fighting games and just how much everything costs. It doesn't seem terrible to me. Um, the worst case situation is that the cards are overpowered in the expansion, and you constantly fight against them, and you can't get them for a month, and that will just feel pretty terrible. But if the cards are balanced and they, you know, and it's just more flavor, I think it's fine. We'll see. I think we really have to give it time and let it play out. I think too many people are rushing to conclusions, honestly. And if you are gonna leave some comments, at least leave some like good feedback. At least I don't know, just like having like snappy comments to farm likes is like it just feels terrible for the developers. I always I don't know. People hate so much online. Okay, I'll talk a little bit more about the my predictions for the patch notes and other things once they get officially released. I'll do that on a different video. But let me know what you guys think of the monetization system. I think I've seen like all the possible issues with it, but I do think people are rushing to conclusions. I think a lot of it depends on how long the seasons are. If they're just a month, I really don't think it's that bad to have exclusive cards for a month. It, it again, if you only want them to make money through skins, that's what I wanted. I think the worst way to make money for a deck building game like this is lock the characters behind a paywall or lock cards behind a paywall. A temporary paywall is that's why I'm thinking it's not as bad. We'll see how this actually pans out. Um, yeah, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.